Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review. So you, the fans, can make a decision what comic books to buy. And today, guys, we're talking about Green Lantern Corps, Age of Oblivion. That's right, fans. Issue number 1, limited series, 1 of 6. It's kind of a continuation of the Lost Army, as our Green Lantern Corps have been missing from the universe. They're in a different time, and they're trying to find their way back to the current time. And so this book is written by Tom Taylor. Tom Taylor is a wonderful writer. Wrote Superior Iron Man. Actually writes for All New Wolverine, and just everything he writes is really well done. He wrote Injustice Gods Among Us. Just a great writer. And the author in this book is Ethan Van Sciver. The artwork is gorgeous. There's lots of details in there. There's Lister Badaj, and we get to see Simon Baz in this book, which personally I haven't seen in a while. Kilowog's in here. He's drawn really nice. You get to see all the different types of Corps members. I love the Onion Green Lantern Corps member. The guy is like hysterical. Like, how do you talk to that dude? Like, where do you look at him? Like, it's just so funny, like some of these Corps members that they have in this book. But I like the book. I love the detail, again, of all the different types of characters, like I said, and some of these new characters that show up in here, which are these Guardian-like characters of this great city. The details in them are really, really nice, and the colors kind of really pop for me in this book as well. So artwork is nice, and the paneling is really well done. It's laid out beautifully. So what am I thinking about this particular issue, and will I be continuing? So recap the story a little bit, and we find out that, again, our Corps members are lost in this universe, in this dead universe, and they're trying to go back to their particular point in time, and they're trying to rally all the Corps members. So in the beginning of this issue, is you wind up seeing that Mogo has to create a light to attract, all the other Corps members. They feel that that's the right thing to do. So Mogo lights himself up, and then sure enough, he becomes like this big, bright, shiny star in this very dark and desolate and dying universe. And what happens is the other Corps members wind up spotting him. So they make their way over to Mogo. But that's not the only intention there. You wind up seeing what you think at first is this asteroid that's coming to destroy Mogo, and the thing is much bigger size. So the Green Lanterns power up their rings, and they put this big deflector shield out, and just as the shield is starting to break, you wind up seeing these Guardians come through and break the shield, and they start doing this battle against the Green Lantern Corps at first. And then what happens is we find out that quickly that these Guardians of this great city are not enemies. They wind up being friends. At least that's what you think right now at first. And they actually want to team up with the Green Lantern Corps and try to get back to their time. They want the Green Lantern Corps to bring them to their current time. This city that they're protecting is the last planet of 1,000 planets, of dead planets, and there's all the survivors on this planet, and they're the protectors of it. And so after some talks and discussion amongst the Green Lantern Corps to decide if they want to help them and bring them into their time, they decide, okay, let's do it. You wind up seeing little Fish Muck there talking with Kilowog, and Salik talking with Kilowog as well, and because Salik was against it at first, and Kilowog was like, I was the last of my species, and he's like, I know what it's like to be that way, so I want to help these people. So in the end, they decide to help them, and what these two Guardians do is they start introducing the Green Lantern Corps members to this city, and saying that, hey, they're going to help us, they're going to find us a way, and survive. We're going to survive all this. Throughout the end of this issue, you see these mysterious characters in these red hoods, and they're like, oh, they become a formidable foe for us, these Green Lantern Corps. And so you're like, ooh, who's the mystery villain here? So because you obviously know there was going to be some kind of villain, well, whether it's going to be these Guardians or these guys in the red hoods. And then you see Muck Muck exploring things, and he's like, he hears something. He's like, hold on. He's like, hold on, I'll help you. I'm coming down there. And I love his like dialogue, because he's probably got to talk like he's underwater, because when you look at his dialogue bubble, it's got like little circles on it. He's like, "I'll be right there. I'm coming to get you." You know, so he's probably got to talk something like that. So he goes down, and the next thing you wind up finding out, it's kind of like a trap, and it's like this stretchy thorn thing, and he's caught by surprise, and he's like, "Oh, what's this Muck Muck?" He's like, "Oh, Sector 687." He's like, "To the Green Lantern corpse." And then what happens is this thorn thing chops off his hand, so now he has no connection to the Green Lantern Corps whatsoever. And quickly he loses his shield and his power, and he gets killed. And the ring flies off, and it's got nowhere to go, because it's in this dead universe, and there's no other dead Green Lantern or no other people in this universe for the ring to go to. So now it's just going to go to the Battery. And then at the very end, you wind up seeing Muck Muck going all fish and bones, because he's all dead. Poor Muck Muck. I kind of like the guy. He's kind of like, he's got that funny dialogue, and I was just like, man, poor guy. I'm like, but I think it would have been kind of more comical to see the Onion Dude. Like, I want to see him get killed. I want to see what happens to him, you know, but nevertheless, it was a cool book. I mean, it was a good setup story for, you know, it leaves you with a cool cliffhanger, like, who are these villains, who are these Guardians, what is this city, what is this true intentions, and you get some emotional moments there, whether it was Muck Muck being killed, or it was Kilowog, you know, interacting with Salak. And I think Tom Taylor brings the best out of characters here. Even Guy Gardner interacting with Badaj and, you know, and other people there. So I thought it was a well-done book. I'm going to give it a solid 4 out of 5. I'm hoping by the time this is all done and over with that it even gets a higher score. Great artwork, solid story. Now I want to see the real meat of this story and what the outcome of this whole thing is. So, guys, tell me if you read Green Lantern Corps, Edge of Oblivion, issue number 1. If you haven't, I suggest go out and pick it up and continue it by buying issue number 2. So again, fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. Till that next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off, and check out Comic Book Corner Old School for classic reviews. So again, fans, thank you for watching, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.